Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, this is Rocky Mountain Gardens and my name is Mary. I'm kind of bundled up here today because we're expecting snow tonight again. And you can see behind me, my garden is looking very dead and dreary. But I'm going to be doing some cleanup, and I thought I would share that with you and some other things that are happening out here in my backyard. So let's get started on a little tour, and I hope you enjoy the early spring garden. We had a very big windstorm back in December, and this is what happened. We lost all around town, actually, people lost their fences. This is what happened in this part of my yard, my side yard. And we'll come around here and you'll see in this look at my garden at this time of year. We're going to walk to the back where I had some additional damage. Of course, I need to do tons of cleanup in my yard, but I like to leave the fallen leaves and the dying perennials. When they die back, I like to leave their leaves and everything on the ground for winter protection. But you can see I lost 2 panels of my fence back here in the back corner of my yard. This is where my fairy garden is usually. And we're waiting for good enough weather to be able to repair these and get things back to where they should be. Let's check and see if I have any of my hostile little fingers starting to poke up through the ground. But no, I don't think they're ready to emerge yet. I'm thinking about removing this arborvitae, which doesn't seem to be doing so well. What do you all think? Should I go ahead with that? I have very small leaf buds on my lilac right now. Lots of work to do in the fairy garden. My raised bed is all ready for the new season. Just have to wait for planting time. I'm hoping that my bee balm is dropping some seeds so I get some new baby plants this year in this area. Let's walk over to this area where my hammock normally hangs. You can see there's a lot of cleanup to be done. For those of you who have seen my Joe Pye weed, I'll insert a picture here of what it looks like when it's in full bloom. I would love to hear your opinions in the comments below my video about these boxwoods. Do you think I should trim them up into that traditional ball shape that you often see them in, where they're very closely groomed? It's just a thought, but I'd love to hear what your opinion is. Here's a summer view of my zebra grass, and then you can see it has dried, and time to get busy working on cutting back these stalks so that the new leaves and stalks can grow up and just fill out this space beautifully like it does every single summer. This is one of my favorite grasses growing in my yard, actually. And I like to come back and clean up any dead stalks, anything that would get in the way of the new growth for this summer season. And then I like to use these metal fence pieces to act as braces for the grass because it tends to lean out away from my house. And this helps it stand more upright as the grasses grow up and through these little fences. Now I'm going to be working on my red twig dogwood, which last summer grew quite tall over the height of my fence, and it was actually blocking my view of the mountains. Now also I sometimes have to use a lopper for the thicker stems, as you can see right here. I'm going to get busy cutting down this Joe Pye weed, and I wanted to show you how thick these stems are, which means that just like my zebra grass, I have to use these secateurs or clippers to cut each stem down. And I have my empty trash can to fill up with all of those stems. Let's get clipping. Don't you wish that this job was as fast as when I fast forward my work on a video? It makes it look so easy, and actually the job wasn't that bad. Just having to make sure I can fit it all into the trash can is part of the project. And guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I appreciate you all so very much, and I really hope that you will come back for my next garden video when finally it wakes up and my plants start growing and I have something really pretty to show you instead of just all of these dried up plants that need to be cleaned up. And so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and this is Mary saying bye for now.